Turn the fucking light on in here.
Been eating one of those little classic pretzel and cheese little dillies.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about, but
Toxicology
exactly
report.
The little.
I don't know what happened to my little fucking social media ring.
Party. Probably go through this. Go through the computer, not PlayStation.
Kyle, are you gonna have a little flow at the wedding?
Oh, dude, I just got it cut. You should have seen it before this, dude. It was it was flowing pretty heavy before this got out of hand, but can you I don't know. I don't know how to fucking angle this camera.
Don't take a leak and get me banned, you big queen. What are you doing? Get out of the bathroom, you big fucking homo.
Brad was asking about my fucking hair, so I had to show him.
Let me tell you something about hair. I need to get mine cut.
Yeah, you guys always had the hair, so I never had long hair, so I fucking decided to let it flow. What are you talking about,
Willis?
I'm gonna sit down now. I don't know what happened to my fucking. You guys remember when we used to do the beers and bets, and I had my little TikTok ring or whatever that Michelle had that she used for something else. And
the ring light, you big.
Yeah, what happened to that ring?
That OnlyFans or something?
Yeah. Oh, is she flicking her bean?
Brad's going Amish.
Is he?
Yeah, all natural, baby.
He's all black.
I only use coal.
Brad, is that just your beard, or are you actually wearing like a fucking ski mask or something?
All natural.
Why is it so dark there?
Yeah, I mean, I can dim my light, but Jesus. Brad looks like we're talking to somebody in the Middle East.
All right.
Check that out.
So, what are we playing? Are we playing Madden?
I wonder if I can turn it upside down. That'd be kind of cool. What? Yeah. Fucking around Madden. I'm down.
It's still kind of dark. We don't have a lot of lights in here.
Broadband.
Oops. Is this too far away?
Yeah.
Looking all gussy.
I'm just trying to find a way to hold this fucking thing, you know?
Do the Baywatch thing again. That was kind of cool, though, man. Like, what's up, bro? I'm on the couch. Hey, dude, Vinny the lawyer's talking some shit, man. Should we get into what happened to John over the day?
Offer him $100.
I wonder if I can pull up some. Is that like it doxed or whatever the fuck it is?
No, you're gonna get doxed. Your IP address.
But can I pull up some? Share my screen. Pull up some John stuff, man.
Fair use. It's fair use. Well, you have the charisma of John right now as you're looking shit up. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
let me look closer.
I just go to today, dude, because I heard a little bit of the show this afternoon. You know.
What kind of hair dye do you think he uses?
John's not gonna
like,
go to
I mean, I get it. Like, you know what I mean? I'm bald.
I think,
like,
tanning oil.
How many fucking times?
Tanning oil.
It's shit that's not made to be.
He just dumps it into his head, and then he's like,
starts going.
I was thinking like shoe polish, you know, because he's kind of old school.
He knows nothing.
He knows nothing. He's a loser. I'll tell you something that I know, you fucking big pussy, is that you got owned And Bob Levy did what guys do to each other when you want to confront
He's lucky
someone.
that he didn't hop the fence.
He is.
You see how quick Bob ran the corner?
Dude, Bob came up on KB. You don't act like that.
Like he was he came like broke down, hit the corner. Like Bob was ready to kill him.
He knew what he wanted to do. Bob knows who owes him money. John
he's gonna be in and out. Yeah.
And then the minute when it came up to it, he was talking about this guy was talking about my children to a bouncer at a casino.
Always call people in. Always call somebody into it.
Unbelievable, man. So then you go to
It's
today.
nonsense.
And now KB is his best friend too, dude. Now Bob
He's so
Levy
smart. He's so smart. KB
I always thought he ran a good show.
I mean,
I always thought he had.
I
did
called
a good
him a
job.
hypocrite with Matthew Perry, but now I think he's a genius. You know, just
I know there's a myriad of other ones.
Myriad of other ones.
Oh, John is fighting with his realtor. No,
Yeah,
I am
we heard it
not.
yesterday. Yeah.
Stuttering John is selling his
yeah.
house. No, I am not. Stuttering John is having his wages garnished. No,
Ha!
they aren't.
Imagine working for Howard Stern and having. Look at those eyes right
How
there.
the
by way.
mighty
Look at that
have
pause right there, dude. Like, what? You
He was
imagine having to
a
come.
teacher though. He was probably great at it.
Yeah, but I don't know, dude. I feel like
He
if
was
you
like
were-
one of those cases of like what not to be. You know, like you think
he
you're
got
hot
fired
shit.
from it, right? I know they
I
like.
mean, look at those eyes.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that pause, dude.
There's no.
You don't
way.
think I wrote for the Jay Leno show?
It's your apostrophe,
And
idiot?
you don't think that I wrote for the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar roast?
It's amazing, dude.
Is Kyle
It's
okay?
amazing. He might have got put in the line.
I was waiting because it says Brad.
Oh,
I can't voice chat with Brad in the PS party anymore.
yeah.
We're
'Cause
not
I
talking
ripped
in
my-
that one. We're
yeah.
in here.
We're in this one, sweet cheese.
Okay, well, so I guess I can see myself with you guys now. I don't know. It's just weird.
John?
Kyle's really worried about his appearance.
Yeah.
And then he ends up looking like Stuttering John right up the titty.
So
Right up my gut.
we're watching
so-
John from earlier today, Kyle. Just kind of trying to catch everyone up on what this live stream podcast. This is tied to beers and bets, but we're not on that account right now. So that was a
All right.
hard thing to figure out. This is John earlier this afternoon.
Holy fuck. You just nonstop. Dude, you know what? You need more naps. You need more naps.
Take a nap, loser! Skull!
Stuttering John is afraid of Fatty Patty. No, I'm not.
Look at the eyes, man. Some kind of psychopathic fuckhead.
Holy shit.
Loser. And this is transparent content, YouTube. I am not taking over their shit. I am not, yeah. Don't bet.
I'm like,
This is
people are
allowed.
duping me with the wrong
Why aren't you
intel.
guys in here? Why'd you back
But you
up?
don't.
I'm here.
You're stupid.
Am I not?
I got you.
Hey,
now.
you don't live in Rochester.
I don't know how to
nothing.
work all this. So you guys go. Brad like left, right?
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier, but
And then I hear
I'll bring him back.
Grant's wife, Christina Marie, and she pips. And
Actually,
I guess she is a he-burger. Heberger.
yeah, that's a
I
guy.
hear
that
her on.
he doesn't like. He makes sure to
With,
spell his name
I think
out,
Mel-
because he thinks he's like doxing him or
And
whatever.
she's
the fuck.
claiming
He's a fucking
that-
retard.
Dawn and Hitman Dan, like we knew that Dawn had COVID, and yet we let them stay in Atlantic City. Yeah, okay, Christina, we knew. Like I would actually be hanging with someone I knew had COVID.
Nah.
We didn't
I'd
know.
actually be doing that.
No, we did not, Christina. Get your fucking story straight. We didn't know.
Yeah.
Dawn did.
It's funny, Kyle, because Katrina hops in a lot of these chats, And I always
does?
wonder how she finds Katrina. And I'm like, how do you find
No,
the
she
time?
doesn't.
Yeah. Well, the name does. And I'm like, how do you find the time in between your busy schedule to like, chat at John all the time and make fun of him? And then it's like, oh yeah, well, so it's pretty cool because she doesn't really know she's doing it, but she does it. It's like a subconscious thing where, she hooks it up. Yeah, and he'll say stuff like, "Hey, oh, Brad's back. Here we go. I got him. There he is.
I don't have enough RAM.
You're a loser.
I don't have enough RAM.
I got more gigs.
Anyways, I apologize, fellas.
No, I was telling him how Katrina shows up in John's chat a lot, even when we don't know she's really going to be fucking with him.
Oh, the sweet Katrina is one of his favorites.
And Katrina Holland, my
Katrina, my sweet Katrina. I know you're probably Eastern European, and you're always on my side.
No. Until she got home on that Monday and had a massive asthma attack, and the ambulance took her to the hospital, and they found out she had a COVID test. She had COVID on Monday. You got that, Heberger? Heberger?
So flashback about 2 years, man, and I could probably pull one up on WATP right now. Like they had things where they're going ripping on John, and John's like, and there's this one podcast out of Rochester, and they try to say I'm a nobody. Who cares? Now all dude does is go on and talk about HEEBURGER.
His wife.
Heberger. Yeah,
wife
dude, like
constantly.
cares more than anything ever in the world. And if you look like that and you live in a fucking apartment, dude, like
basement apartment.
if you're like, dude, I was
I know my background is beautiful, but at least I have like a normal fucking apartment.
But like Brad, you
on the base floor, 800
walls behind you. You don't try to make it look like
I can see windows on each side.
LA, the skyline,
and I can't throw a beer at it.
Skull. But dude, yeah,
look at that.
Kidding about me. Fucking hell. It never ends. Lady K, John wasn't a writer on Stern. Yes, I was. John never wrote any of his own questions. Yes, I did.
Well, all right. To contradict that statement, Howard is quoted years back saying, "Yeah, John, you did a great job at wrapping your lips around our questions." And they say, yeah, you asked our questions great. The questions that Jackie, I, and Fred wrote, you asked them great. And then they asked what, and it was some kind of famous puppet. You guys might know the name. I don't know what it was.
Tukey?
Yeah, I wish.
T.
No, but it was like, yeah. It was like, yeah, and he's like, who is that, John? And he goes, a puppet. But I work hard here too. Like he was like defending his job at the time. And Howard literally called him a puppet. He told him. So when he says this stuff, it's like, dude, you're talking out of your damn ass, man. Like, look at him. Ugly.
Oh my God.
I'm still confused as to what that is when he does it.
That's a walrus.
But he kind of does it to everything. He'll be like, you have 3 kids.
Loser. I have 3 kids.
Like, why are you doing it?
I don't get it.
What's happening right now?
Give it a break. Fucking hell. Something right.
Oh, it's going quick. I don't know what I hit.
You know what? I don't want to make TikToks with you any.
Didn't mean to go to that, but that's cool.
Painkiller.
Copyright strike. Hypocrite.
Without Jackie and Fred. Thank you, Painkiller. Thank
Him
you
at any point of the any show.
I like shitting tubs. Why would you choose to live in a shithole? I actually like it here.
Like that.
I do. Behind the gate. Fairly inexpensive for the area.
Katrina's giving him like $5,800 for fucking
Laundries right outside my door.
Just tell him that he lives in a shithole.
Well, I believe
Got AC.
Katrina.
Got heat.
I got AC and heat.
If the doctor puts you to sleep, will they pee on you? I don't even get that.
What?
See, this is the kind of shit that this guy.
I don't get that.
There's got to be some better. Did Vince come on?
Some of the best shows on MLC. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on the one with Ray DeVito. And I'm the one asking all about the fucking data points with the
data points with this is when he prayed. This is good. So he's all about trans rights, Kyle. You're new to this world, right?
Oh, great.
Oh, boy.
He's all about Dawson and have your trans.
All parents should be that way. No parent should really care. Should have a problem with their kid's sexuality. Why should it matter? It doesn't.
He has his godson, Kyle. So his daughter became his son. So a person came up to him when they were in Atlantic City over the weekend and said, a troll actually that like only shows up as a potato when he's talking on screen. He's a legend. Cardiff Electric. I love you if you're watching. You're not. We love you, Cardiff. You are a king. And he came up to John and said, "Hey, I want a picture. I'm a big fan." And John leaned in, Kyle, and he goes, "Hey, does your son ever queef in your face?" And John real quick and about punched him. But yeah, so John's real an advocate for the gay community. So watch how he phrases this one.
Doesn't make a difference. I'm totally secure in my heterosexuality. So they should be too. Right?
Right, Johnny.
It's very simple.
I'm pausing just to avoid copyright. I don't know how it works.
But you guys don't
I'm being transformative, though.
Fair use. Fair use.
Fair use.
Like,
Transformative like your dad, son.
This is how it works.
Losers.
Losers.
It's such a. It's like I'm so much better than them. Seriously. You know, I have ethics and morals and standards. I'm trash.
Well, he's got us beat. Kyle, you're out of the race. And Brad, you better should have been laced up, man.
Who trashes people's kids?
Every person that's ever made fun of someone is trashing somebody's kid.
Anaconda
Every
Rocco,
person that's ever made fun of
Springs.
somebody is
You
trashing,
have him, Burrow.
trashing someone's kid.
He's got 2 kids. And he's trashing.
If you make fun of somebody,
Susanna is happy with my children and her new husband.
Let's
go.
If you're making fun of someone, you're trashing someone's kids, right? Like what? Would you come from, a fucking pinealope?
He's trashing my kids. And you know what? I hope one of his kids is gay. Only so he'll learn a lesson. He'll learn a lesson of acceptance. Or will he toss them out on the street?
Dude.
Oh,
I hope
God, if there is a God, let one of his kids be gay. Please. God. Hold on. Name, father, name.
That isn't right.
Dear God.
This is Stuttering John.
Look at him praying.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Look at him praying like that, like a kid. And he's got his knees on the pew.
I have never wished for something more.
Lord, please let my mother get ours fucked.
My hands have not shaken this much in a week.
Look at his face right there, dude. Like that's.
I like the crack in the middle.
I'm going fucking Chelly that we're going.
Like, look at that thing.
Look at that. What an idiot. And then the prayer is like,
for all that you've done for me. But please, can you please grant me this one wish. Make
not a
Rocco
genie.
one of his kids a homosexual, please. And better yet, a transsexual, transgender, please.
Better
God,
yet, like
he
that.
needs to learn a lesson
So that's a punishment.
about acceptance
Kyle get booted.
and love and unconditional love
We might have.
and
What?
maturity. Please,
That's
God,
not a punishment.
he needs to learn.
He needs to learn.
Thank you. Name of Father, name of Son, and the Holy
So
Spirit.
John's.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't ask God for that much, but that would be the best. Oh my God, would be great. Well, that will be the best payback ever. And if there is a God, he should make it happen. Because you got a fucking transphobic, homophobic prick like that running around, and he's got kids. Oh, it's like when Dick Cheney.
You gotta go back,
had a
Kyle. You
lesbian
gotta
daughter.
hear this
The whole
part
thing
here.
changed him. He'll learn a lesson of proof is in the pudding. He's hetero.
Proof
but
is in the
doesn't matter.
pudding. John.
I love that
You're
one.
very-
That's yeah.
Yeah.
He heard that from somebody, and he runs.
I'm very
with it.
liberal.
Brennan gave that one.
I'm
to
very
me.
liberal.
That way. No parent should really care.
I should wish
have a
you
problem
get a
with
gay
sexuality.
transphobic child.
Why should it matter? It doesn't make a difference. I'm totally secure in my heterosexuality. So they should be too. Right?
That's because no girl wants to fuck you, John.
John's
You
trying
just
to
know
fuck
that
Kate
there
Lee.
are girls, and the porn that you watch is mostly girls. I'm assuming, John. And other than that, I mean, look at him, dude.
Dude,
He looks like Pete Rose got hit by a cab.
when he retold a joke about that Kate Meany told him that first night in Atlantic City. You remember that after Patrick Melton had fucked with him and everything, and he's drinking by himself. He's like, yeah, and she told me this really funny joke. It's like
I don't remember the joke, but he had one earlier that I put in the chat. Like, can you repeat that? And Katrina might have said that, and like, yeah, and he.
Oh, don't dox yourself.
Nah, don't die. Yeah, dox.
It's very simple.
Very simple to dox.
But you guys don't understand that. You have
I
an
do it all
idiot
the
like I'm not
time.
even mention. I'm not like I don't even talk. I'm trying not to even talk about the losers. It's just like it's like I'm so much better than them. Seriously.
Dude, if you're telling somebody when you're 58 years old that you're so much better than somebody. What 58-year-old comedian is telling someone that they're better than, like, how old is Chris Rock?
Kyle, yeah. He's got to be in his 60s. And he looks better than John.
Yeah, he's getting up there.
He's 59.
Like,
He's 1 year older than John.
I would guess Adam Sandler and John are about the same age.
Oh, I fucked his wife. John, didn't Adam
He
Sandler
fucked
bang-
my wife.
Yeah, Adam
Yeah,
Sandler
that's
banged
a big
John's
brag
wife
point.
before he married her. And that's
Who's
like a
Sandler?
huge thing for
Fuck
John.
the Sandler.
John's like the dude in Longest Yard that's like,
He's
yeah, I think you
Brucey.
slept with my wife
He's
way
Brucey.
back when. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry about that. And he's like, no, if she can have a one-night stand with an NFL star, I must be doing all right or whatever. Like, it's when he goes to meet him on the golf course to like bribe him to not and then he goes and waters down the field. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, yeah. And he's like, Sergeant Englehart, you get out of the film or photo, please. he's got his the dude's got his arm around who is that? Jaws. And not Jaws, but the dude that was Salisbury. And he's playing golf with the warden from Longest Yard in that scene. They show up on the golf course, dude. He's like, anyone that's all right to have a one-night stand with an NFL star? It's fine by me.
You know, and I have ethics and morals and standards. I don't trash people's children. Who does that? Who trashes people's kids?
Not you.
But they do it. Like
I do.
I'll mention his name.
I would
You
never,
ever.
Morocco.
You have a dog, son.
You have him, Burrow.
Red got booted.
He's got 2 kids. And he's trashing my kids. And you know what? I hope one of his kids is gay, only so he'll learn a lesson. He'll learn a lesson of acceptance. Or will he toss them out on the street?
That's what he needs, Kyle.
God, if there is a God.
Listen
one
to
of
this
Well,
in
it's
prayer.
okay.
Please. God, hold on. Name Father, name the Son, name the Holy Spirit. Dear
Arian
God,
Foster.
I love you very much. Thank you for all that you've done for me. But please,
Are you praying to Arian
you-
Foster?
He is.
please grant me this one wish. Make Rocco Burrow, one of his kids, a homosexual, please.
The former Tennessee
And better yet, a transsexual.
Volunteers running back and Texas
Please,
running back Arian Foster.
God, he needs to learn a lesson about acceptance and love and
Who's praying to?
unconditional love and maturity.
He
Please, God, he needs to learn. Thank you. Name of Father, name of Son, and the Holy Spirit. Thank you.
That's all I don't know.
I don't ask God for that much, but that would be the best. Oh my God!
A little bit
Lefty.
more hair would be nice.
Well, that will be the best payback ever.
Dude, but if you're gonna rip on someone, if you have a gay kid or something, do you want to like say to somebody else, like, "I hope you have a gay kid"? I don't know, man. It's a weird attack in my book. I don't know. It's maybe he's right there. I get. Find that. Really,
I mean,
I'm not really us to speak on, I guess.
yeah, and I mean, I'm not just going out and wishing it upon somebody for.
You're literally telling someone you hope their life is more like challenging mentally than
Yeah,
it could be, as what like yeah. And besides, other than that, we don't have much. Is Brad coming back? I gotta text that bastard. Keep people talking. What do you think about the Super Bowl, man?
fuck it.
I agree. I mean,
I'm so fucking tired of the Chiefs, but I also hate the 49ers because they've raped the Packers the last, I don't know how many years. Last whatever matchups. I mean, going back to Steve Young and Colin Kaepernick. And so I was pretty done with the 49ers. So this was a tough one. I pretty much wanted it to end in a negative tie.
got close. Do you think
the first half, yeah.
if you're Shanahan, do you kick off? If like, would you have kicked off, or would you have taken the ball like they did?
No, I'm at least seeing what Mahomes can do, and I feel like that's kind of stupid for the Niners to, if all these guys claiming they didn't know the rules, that just makes them seem stupid, whether they did or did not know
Shanahan look
them.
like the guy we think
Yeah,
of him as, right? It makes him look
exactly. Same guy that fucking choked a 25-point lead. Not that that was all his
10-point lead
fault.
in the fourth quarter 2 years ago or whatever, 3 years ago against them. So, I agree
had
100%.
a 10-point lead twice, and also was the offensive coordinator when they were up by 25. When he was the offensive coordinator with the Falcons against the Patriots. So I don't know. Just I feel like the dude is good, but I don't like. I can't tell how much of that is him being a good coordinator and how much of that is John Lynch being a fucking fantastic
He's
GM,
really good.
drafting and putting free agents in the right
He's
spots
like
and
kind
shit.
of got that John Harbaugh shit where they like their ability to evaluate talent is like really, really on point. Like they know where the athletes are, even if they don't know where they're gonna play.
Yeah,
they're gonna find that guy.
I mean, the Packers are always good at drafting and developing, but the Packers never go out and do shit in free agency. So, fucking the way John Lynch did that, like going and getting Chase Young for the amount that he did and stuff. Like Chase Young was a top 2 pick, 3 or 4 years back and shit, and he spent time in Washington and he got hurt for a little bit and shit. But them going out and getting him and just shit like that is the ballsy moves you got to make when you're trying to win a Super Bowl. But
then
I
when you
don't know how
don't,
long.
and you blow it, the window can close real. We're seeing that with
Yeah.
the Bills, I feel like right now. But then, like, dude, what sucks is like the Niners, like every other team that played the Chiefs in that game in the playoffs this year, like no one went for the jugular on them, man. They would get up and not like you can't just hang out with them, dude. You can't go
No.
3 and outs in a row and you can't do that. And
No.
then because what happens when you do that, you get bad luck. You get
Yep.
and teams that are in you get
Oh.
that luck, dude. The ball bounces off your heel and then it fucking is a fumble and they get it on the 25 and your defense has played great the whole time. But the only time that they had a chance where their offense actually like was like, all right, we're gonna score a touchdown, and they did it, was after that fumble. So why not fucking kick it off to them? Be like, go down and score a touchdown. And if you do, we get 4 to play with. Like we got to go for it on 4th down. We don't get conservative on 3rd and 4 and run the play we did when the fucking right guard didn't do shit. Right guard goes out, lets Chris Jones come right up the middle. And it was just the worst protection call. If you go back and watch that play, I watched the guy break it down. Horrible play call, horrible. And if that's 4th and 4 and Shanahan knows he has to just get 4 yards on 2 plays, he's going to go like, I don't know, man. I just think that like, and the Chiefs even said if the Niners scored a touchdown, they were going for 2.
Yeah, they were ecstatic that the Niners took the ball because
Mahomes couldn't believe it. He ran off the field and was like, wait, they're kicking it? Or they took the ball? Like,
yeah. And I feel like that is also veteran coaching. That's Andy Reid against Kyle Shanahan, and Shanahan is not used to being in that situation. And
but dude, he's been there as much as anyone. He just hasn't won. Like,
exactly. Well, and
you
that's
gotta
exactly how I
fucking,
felt about Rodgers for so long. Like Rodgers got there with, even though him and
no,
McCarthy
he
won
won
Super Bowl
early
in
though. He
2010,
won quick.
right?
Like he just
But
didn't
then
get back.
they kept going back to like playoffs every fucking year, divisional round, NFC Championship, divisional
Why the fuck
round.
couldn't
And,
Mahomes have done this?
well,
This is fucked. You know how fucked life is, man?
yeah, I don't. I mean, it's it's kind of a fucking bullshit. But that's what I
I wish
always say
they
is
had
like
better shooters, you know what I mean?
Patrick Mahomes he's great. I'll give him that. But Patrick Mahomes, if he's with the Jets right now, is not Patrick Mahomes with the Chiefs. And same thing if Aaron Rodgers had spent all those years with Andy Reid and shit, if Andy Reid would have stuck around in Green Bay.
Yeah, I stand on the fact that like Mahomes, people want to talk about Brady at Belichick, dude. Like Mahomes has maybe the best defensive coordinator and offensive coordinator tandem we've ever seen in the history of the game that are like paired up together because Spagnuolo beat Brady twice.
People
and
knock
then,
Spag because when he went to be the head coach,
right. But he
for a
was a
while,
coach of the Rams they didn't give a fuck about the team, dude. They weren't
right.
They knew we were moving, so if we win, it's worse because then we're gonna bitch about it more.
Right.
They wanted to lose as much as they could and move out.
But when he's been the D coordinator, fucking solid.
Yeah.
All the way through. And same with fucking Andy Reid. I mean, Andy Reid was a QB coach when Favre was there and shit. And
they got lucky. I mean, 3 Super Bowls, and that's a lot. I get it, but they're catching the NFL in down years where there's no like solidified greatness. And then you're gonna be like, oh, but it is Mahomes, and it's like, no. No team with those receivers is that great. All right, and then they're the Patriots in the early 2000s. Get fucked with that, David. What was his name? Maybe I'm fucked with this argument. The receiver's name. David Givens,
Tim Brown or Troy Brown, Deion Branch.
Troy Brown. That Deion Branch and Troy Brown. Yeah. But again, Brady never won with great receivers, and I always say that about him. That's why he was great. And then you look at it and you hear these comparisons right now, which to me is I get the dynasty. It is one, right? But to talk about
You have to say it is one. Yeah.
100%, man. Yeah, 3 and 5 years. That's a yeah. But that being said, like, I don't think he's not even halfway there. Like Bon Jovi, that shit, dude. You don't even have half as many as fucking.
Well, that's why. I mean, I've seen people like, okay, this is where we got to talk about Mahomes being the GOAT and all this shit. And like, Brady's the only one we can compare him to, but compare him to Montana and stuff. He's still slightly behind, but nobody wants to do that. They're looking for
No, it's a hot new item that everyone wants to.
right. They're basically
I
looking
mean-
for the LeBron Jordan conversation, and that's not the same thing.
Because then you're talking about comparing Belichick to Andy Reid. And anytime we've seen that happen, we know what happens in those matchups. Like,
Yep.
we've seen it. Donovan McNabb was throwing up in the huddle on the final drive of the game, down by 3. Like, dude, Andy Reid at Arrowhead in 2018, Brady, they were giving out T-shirts that say Tom Brady retirement party. Like, and he goes into Arrowhead and they're up 21-3 at halftime. Mahomes had nothing. So you want to, I mean, it's about a tandem, dude. Then it's about who you're paired with, Brady and Belichick. Like, it doesn't, but then Brady went, here's my thing. When Mahomes goes and wins the Super Bowl during a pandemic, the next fucking year with a brand new goddamn team, brand new coordinator, and a brand new fucking town, then we can talk. Have fucking Mahomes go down to Tampa and win a Super Bowl the way fucking Brady did during COVID,
Exactly.
and then we'll see. Yeah, dude. Like it. I don't know, man. I get it, and he is great. He's greater than I would have ever wanted to imagine. I remember going to games at Arrowhead, seeing what they had to offer. I didn't mean to do that, man. I'm trying to get you in here with the damn. There's so many things I can do here.
No, I mean, I fully agree because nobody was talking about Patrick Mahomes in college. Is that fucking Texas Tech? Him and Baker Mayfield like switched places, or basically, you know, I don't know. Baker Mayfield was at Texas Tech, and then he left for Oklahoma, and then Mahomes came in, and
They had
you didn't hear
Kingsbury.
shit about Mayfield, or I mean, Mahomes in the fucking draft. Like, he just kind of came out of fucking nowhere.
No,
And,
he,
I mean,
dude, I'm not. This is not, you know, if anyone would be watching, which probably no one is, but I don't want to rip. You know, I'll let you keep going, but I don't want to rip on Mahomes. He's fucking good, dude. It's annoying how, but
that's
then
what I'm saying.
yeah,
But nobody thought that him coming out of college. He went to Texas Tech. They
Matt,
weren't anywhere near the playoff conversation. Nobody was talking about him or anything. It
I
was
used to work
fucking-
out. He used to come to my gym a lot.
He was like the 5th, 6th, 7th rated quarterback, depending on whose board you look at and stuff. And
Todd. Todd, he came out of the first round. He had big hand, star appeal. Dad played in the MLB, knew how to throw the ball, hit with a bat. He was a DH off the bench. Hard pressed to
dude,
be otherwise.
but even when he was fucking, I don't know. Even if you look at it like his athletic ability and shit, it seems, you know, that everybody was giving like, well, he's kind of like Brett Favre, which I fucking love and respect the hell out of, but it's also living a little dangerous, and you don't have the fucking necessary mechanics and shit that you look for in a, you know, top tier quarterback and shit. But I gotta applaud the Chiefs for moving up and getting him. You know,
He is Mahomes to me, dude. There's no, because like when he turns the feed on, that's when I really want to like get out a gun and shoot myself in the face, because I know like
yeah.
he broke
Yeah,
down
Favre-
the coverage. He knows it's that, and Favre didn't.
Even
have
though
that.
Favre could make the throws and shit, yeah, Favre could
And
not
even
move that way.
Rodgers is more comparable for me to him, because Rodgers
I
can
agree.
make
I agree.
the weird throws, but
And Rodgers could move better in the beginning of his career and shit, but he just, I don't know why Rodgers kind of stopped doing that for a while. I don't
Rodgers
I guess
also
he's
never had
kinda-
Spagnuolo on defense calling plays.
know. And he
to
never
make
had
sure
Andy
that
Reid.
his defense. Exactly. That's where I go back to it. It's like, dude, it all comes back to where you are and when. Like, it's not. I don't really like that whole like the fucking. Oh well, now
Can you
he's better.
imagine Aaron Rodgers with Tyreek Hill and Travis
Dude,
Kelce?
get lost. Can you imagine Peyton Manning with Bill Belichick?
Well, yeah. I guess. I
I
mean,
mean, come on, dude. That's it. That's all I ever think. I'm like, dude, he had 5 MVPs and he was playing against Belichick every one of those years, man. He played against Tom Brady, and Peyton had 5 MVPs. The only player to ever do that at the time. Now, I get Mahomes will catch him, but like, dude,
I thought Peyton only had 4.
I mean, I'll check it right now.
No, because I thought I thought Peyton and Rodgers and Favre were all tied with 3 or 4. This fucking guy
5
on my
times.
screen.
No, 3
Peyton did?
4. Yeah.
Fuck.
Most was named the Associated Press NFL Most Valuable Player 5 times.
And all those other
How
cocksuckers
many
only had
times?
3.
Yeah, I think Brady had 3. Brady might have ended up with 4, actually. Oh, here. Most NFL MVPs. I just want to give me a list, you fucking shit. Peyton has 5, Rodgers has 4, Brady has 3, Favre has 3, Unitas has 3, Judge Jim Brown has 3, and Mahomes has 2.
Okay.
Because his defense won him for him, just like Brady's did. When you have to be the best quarterback on your own, such as what we see with Manning, who has 5. Where's Dan Marino on that list? Huh? Yeah, but dude, I hope Brad gets back in. He said he had to do an update on his shit. It was at like 12%.
So all right. Are you a Lamar Jackson fan? Since
No,
Brad's not in here. Because I know he's a Ravens fan, but
I am
I'm
a
not big
hater
of
of Lamar.
I am too.
Yeah, I think he is just but I don't know what else. I mean, if you get rid of him, like he is good, but what he did
Yeah,
in
I don't know if the
playoffs this
Ravens
year
have
is
another option. I agree with that. Like I
yeah,
don't
like,
know what else he would do.
you're not gonna do
But
better.
for
You
him
can
to
get
get the
Russ going to
MVP
pay
and shit, and so like I always watch because I'm off on Mondays, so I usually get like the Monday morning quarterback bullshit and Stephen A. Smith and Colin Coward and Nick Wright and all those fuckers just talking about shit. So because they did a thing the other day where all these people who have multiple MVP awards, so Aaron Rodgers, Kurt Warner, Tom Brady, blah blah blah. I mean, they went through the list, and everybody that has at least 2 MVPs has at least 1 Super Bowl. So Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre,
right.
Kurt Warner, obviously Manning has 2, Brady has fucking 7 and stuff, but Lamar Jackson can't seem to finish the job, and he's got 2 MVPs, and it's like,
If there is
so
Do
do you put him in the same category with those guys? And I wouldn't.
who?
Who?
Yeah, which quarterback in with like those dudes with only 2? Mahomes, you mean?
No, Lamar Jackson.
Oh no, not at all. Until he gets 1, not even close, dude.
Right. And that's what I hate. Is like, I mean, this year they were just laying out for Lamar Jackson, just blowing Lamar Jackson, and this is his year. So you're the Ravens do it, this and that shit, and at some point he's got to be held accountable for not taking his team to the next level. Like you can blame the team all you want and shit, and blame the offensive coordinator or the coach. You can do this and that, but just it doesn't fucking add up when you win the MVP multiple times and shit, but you can't even get to a Super Bowl. It's like that's like I said, that shit doesn't add up. It's all the other quarterbacks that have 2 MVPs have Super Bowl rings. At least one, Rodgers won one, Favre won one. So it's just like, what
It's
the?
like a Phillip Rivers, but like even Phillip Rivers, I would like watching the game against Kansas City. It never looked like when he dropped back, he was confident that like he was gonna hit a pass downfield. Like there was no, I mean, the first drive of the game, they get the ball and they go down and they go 3 and out right away. And I was like, well, Kansas City loves that. They just got a punt. They just got the ball at the fucking 35, like to start the game, pretty much. Like essentially, they received and got it up to the 35. So, but like the running back, like they draft good football players, but I don't know how good they are at actually playing football together. Like they don't. Like the year they won, they had like Anquan Boldin made those. He'd make big plays, and they got lucky against the Broncos on that Fail Mary play, like where they. It's like, but they didn't.
And you still had, you talk about the Ravens, right?
Yeah,
And
but
you
they've
still had
never
Ray
had
Lewis as like the leader of your team.
and Ed Reed out
he's
there.
getting older.
Yeah.
Like
You had Ed Reed and like guys that actually kept people like ready to go. And I know the Ravens during the regular season are a tough team to play, but like they've become they've never in the postseason. What threw everybody off the year when they won in 2012 or whatever, gets to 9, like they actually were throwing, like Flacco went on a tear and they got one of the biggest contracts in league history after that. Like he killed it. So it was like, but like normally and this year was what scared me. I was hoping that God, anybody could beat the Chiefs. Like what team will it be? And I was like, well, the best on paper, the best matchup, the Ravens had them. Like they had them defensively. Just don't beat yourselves. And then Van Noy's taking a fucking penalty, late hit. Under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Then they take another personal foul. That's 30 yards given up in the first half on penalties alone that they let up a field goal. And I think Butkus might have missed that one. But like at the same time, they never looked. And being Harbaugh, it's like, dude, it was hard to believe that they didn't. But they, in a weird way, and I don't know if it's him, but it's like you said, without Ray, I don't know if they've never had that bite.
Exactly.
That year they had Bolden, but
that's what Shannon Sharp said. He was like, when they won that Super Bowl in 2000 or whatever, 2001.
They had Jamal Lewis, right? And they had
But Shannon Sharp was like, our defense, like if we scored 10 points, we knew we were going to fucking win.
Good.
Like,
right.
The defense was so fucking good. And I felt like this team was pretty close to that.
They had 6 straight punts to the fucking Chiefs in the second half of that game.
Exactly. The offense couldn't do shit. Like at least Trent Dilfer is gonna take some time off the clock, get some yards,
Brandon Stokely for a good shot.
Put you in, at least give the other team bad field position. But
give it to Brandon Stokely, man.
Yeah. I don't know. It is so weird how things go, but.
Seeing if Brad's coming back.
I saw this thing the other night that about the Packers winning the Super Bowl like every 14 years because they won in fucking 96 and they won in 2010 and then next year will be the 24 season or whatever.
They looked all right. I'll take it, dude. Anybody over. Katrina said, "Oh, we might dance to a Bieber song or whatever." Like, so she said, that means I can walk down to a Taylor Swift song. And I was like, do you even understand the comparison here? Like, you don't hate Bieber. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Who am I walking with?
I don't know yet. I gotta let you know. I really don't know that yet. You're probably gonna be with I figure you might be the last. Oh, we don't have to do this on the podcast, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you might be the last dude just because of the way invites went. I don't want to like.
I have no problem with that. And we can talk about it later.
I'll try to get you the hottest one, but
That's not exactly what I'm looking for either. I'm just looking for
one of
somebody
you could get Hootie and the other could get the. If you know what I'm saying.
I just want somebody fun, somebody that's not
God, he said, make it happen.
make it
You
happen.
got a fucking transphobic, homophobic prick like that running around, and he's got kids. Oh, it's like when Dick Cheney had a lesbian daughter. The whole thing changes. Suddenly they become accepting.
Look at his
Suddenly
eyes.
they don't become homophobes anymore. They're not transphobes. Look, let me just read this. RP, thanks for the $5. John, when I watch a show, I have to check the
Fucking
tape.
hair.
Make sure I'm not watching yesterday's show. Repeat. Good. As long as you're watching. Stutter John Clips gives us a thumb up and yell, boom! Party!
This fucking guy, dude. I gotta pause it so he doesn't have to try to copyright me. But what do you have to say about him, man? The announcer for the Jay Leno show, the host of the pro wrestling or pro arm wrestling championship, the writer for the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar roast, which is all over the place, right? It's like Bieber roast, Bob Saget roast, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
It didn't work this time. Party!
Oh boy.
There we go. It's like my father-in-law. And
It's like
I'm not
my
kidding you
father.
on this. We were in my garage in my mansion. That's right, Ray. I owned a 6,700 square foot mansion in Calabasas, Ray.
6,700 square foot mansion, Ray. He's trying to brag, Kyle, right now about when he got hired by Jay Leno to be the announcer for the Tonight Show. He bought a mansion with his wife at the time and his 3 kids, who one of them was a boy, now is a girl now, and then the other one's a girl, now is a boy, and then the other one doesn't know what the hell is going on in the world. But he doesn't live in that house anymore. He's literally bragging about a mansion he owned before getting divorced and like losing it. So it's like, again, I'm being transformative here. Fuck you, YouTube.
The same development Britney Spears and Justin Bieber live in, Ray.
Biebs? I was like, baby. I'm saying, dude, I'm going to be playing some Biebs at the wedding, man. We're dancing to that little fucker.
Half acre view lot. Ray.
Look at his face, man.
My
Bitter.
father-in-law, and we were in a garage.
Yo, if your dad was the host of the announcer for the Tonight Show and worked on the Howard Stern Show for 15 years, and he had a podcast, and I was like, Kyle, what's your dad been up to, man? Like he worked with Jay Leno for years, and then you pull this up, dude. Dude, really? Like I'd be like, yeah, I might become a girl too. I don't know. Might be Jaime from now on.
And he goes, same-sex marriage. He's a Fox News watcher. Same-sex marriage. What's next? You're going to have a guy marry a dog? He said that.
I'd have been dying. Yeah, you idiot. If you're a guy, you got a cock. If
And
you're
I
not,
said, dude, you're
Crack
comparing
a
a
rock.
human being to an animal?
We
They're
have
big.
dude, last week this idiot is on here going, I'm a man. And if you're a man by nature, you are a collector. Or you are a scavenger. And if you're a female, you are a collector. That's not me. That's genetics. So now
Heated argument about it. Now, guess
look
what?
at his eyes,
He has
man.
gay grandkids. Guess what?
Ah!
He changed. He changed. He loves my kids. Now he accepts it. You see what happens, Rocco? That's what happens.
Oh
You become
no.
accepting. You hear that, Raver? You start because you experience it firsthand, and then you become accepting.
Dude, that's saying that you had a problem with it. That this is the
CRG,
most
look,
fun.
I'm on the right side of history.
Dude. Are you? That's wild, man. He said, once you go through it, you can't become accepted. It's like going through like a kidnapping. Like you get kidnapped, and you're like, you learn to deal with it. It's like, no, dude.
And I'm very secure in that fact. I'm not fucking, it's guys like
Look at the eyes. There you go, Kyle.
Rocco
Listen,
who are on the wrong side of history.
I gotta pull up the video where the
And
guy
it
asked about
won't
his daughter's
view
queefing
him
in his face,
well.
dude.
Just like Pocky.
It's so good.
History will not look upon him well. Trust me. CRG, thanks for the $5. John, it said you had to be shamed into seeing your kids. I'm not shamed into seeing my kids. I've been seeing my kids all my life. Try to stay sober while you're visiting them. They might come around more and be less shamed. Why are you so concerned about my relationship with my kids? Why don't you worry about your own kids? Oh, I forgot. You don't have any, right? Right? Painkiller.
And he says too, if you don't have kids, it means you're gay, which is like really cool. Here we go. My bad. Oh, that does pop up. No. You there, Kyle? Uh-oh.
How are all your credits helping you now, John? I don't know.
You there?
I have an audition now.
Yeah, I'm good. Can you hear me?
For a movie.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. I do.
I just said Brad.
Ain't that fun?
When I click that, does that come up? Like if I click my
You've seen
messages,
me
you
live.
can't
It's
see that
a
right now.
dump, Mr. Millionaire.
No.
With the
And I
tab
should
open.
probably
All right, I got
learn how to spell millionaire
it. Yeah, you still.
before you trash me. It just might be just a little tip. Might be something that you'd want to do. Farfig Nugan. Ray's a better comment than you, and he's terrible. Well, you got one thing right. He's terrible. If any of you guys ever saw me live, you'd be like, you would change your tune immediately.
Dude, if I
I'm
could see
actually
him live,
really good.
he retired from
stand-up.
comedy, dude.
Way
He said because he couldn't book a show anywhere across America. But if I could show up, I would book the front row, man. And I swear to God, I would get punched in the face by him just to be there and get punched in the face. Dude, it'd be great. He's terrible. He doesn't have. What kind of comedian can't you go on YouTube on and find one joke of? And he says, yeah, well, Jay Leno always told me that if you're a real comedian, you don't want your stuff out there so everybody can watch it and then it gets old. It's like, no, dude. Cat Williams, I found on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like Ari Spears.
Right.
People like that, dude. If it's funny, it's funny. They can repeat the joke and you're still going to laugh at it because it's like, dude, it has a nostalgic factor and you're going to.
better than the shit way I saw his fucking the block loving act. Way better than Pocky. Way better than fucking Ray DeVito. Michael P. Did Narcan Dan locate his sleeves? Fucking hell.
Fucking hell.
Josh Holland.
He's exhausted.
God loves a revenge
from
prayer.
reading a super chat.
Well, no, it's actually a helpful prayer. I'm trying to make him a better person. So really, at the end, if more people had gay children, then there would be less homophobia in this world. That's just a fact, Jack. Johnny Carson. And by the way, I've always felt that way. I've always believed in assimilation. I've done the joke on stage. I think the blacks should be fucking the whites. Jews should be fucking the Catholics. Irish should be fucking the English and Puerto Ricans. Well, we fuck anybody anyway. But it's true. Assimilation is where it's at. Then you can't hate anybody because we're all the same. What? Johnny Carson, thanks for the $10. Hey, John, great meeting you Saturday. I was the one who bought you the beer when you were chatting with Carl's brother, your little heckles, and Goop Skull with the highlights of that shit show.
Trying to find the fuck.
Thanks, Johnny. What a great time. All you guys, man. It really touched my heart, and I mean that. You know, just, you know, like the
just, you know, and the outpouring of, you know, beer. Look at that look, man. Holy crap. You look like some kind of surfer. Yeah, man. It's hella dropping jalapenon, man. Surf's up, brah. Man. That's like where I'm trying to go, Morocco or something fucked up. Hold up. Let me just take my medicine. What a job for the bass. Slap at the bass, man. Slap at the bass.
Slap at the bass.
Slap at the bass, man. I want to go to the Beers and Bets one, though, man, but it won't let me because it's saying I have to upgrade. Why can't I just switch and stream? 1 sec. I'm going to send you another link, Kyle. Anyone watching, go to Beers and Bets. No one's watching, so it doesn't matter. Check.